Hello, I'm John Geib. I'm a vegetable specialist with the Big Country Master Gardener Association. Welcome back to our series of videos on what we need to be doing in our vegetable gardens for the following month. Are you enjoying the heat yet? Summer is here. We're in the time of hot days and hot nights. So what should we be doing in our vegetable gardens in the month of August? Well, it's August and the growing season is in full swing. It is time for observation and harvesting. All of your hot weather vegetables should be out in the garden growing, hopefully pretty well. Keep an eye out on the weather forecast though. Temperatures above 100 degrees can really put a stress on our vegetable gardens. As most of our crops are just growing at this time, just keep an eye out for bug and disease issues to catch them early. Harvest anything that's ready. Any crops surviving the heat in the garden will need to be tended to. A little bit of general maintenance like weeding and watering is all that really needs to be done right now in the garden. Most plants will require at least 1 inch of water per week. This includes any rainfall that we do get for the week. While we normally recommend once a week deep watering for our flower gardens, vegetable gardens in their good draining soil usually need to be watered more often. Also, with temperatures in the upper 90s to low 100s, watering rates may need to be increased 2 to 3 times normal just to keep our plants nice and healthy. Any plants that are ready to be harvested can be harvested at your leisure. Just remember a couple of tips though. For plants that turn bitter with stress, think cucumbers, harvest these early in the morning when it's nice and cool. For plants that thrive on stress, think peppers, harvest these later in the afternoon for a little spicier result. If you need to replace any of the plants lost due to weather, you can go ahead and add a few transplants back into your garden. For those of you like me that are fighting the grasshoppers, if you find a good solution, please let us know. I try to keep things natural as possible in the garden, as I try to attract grasshoppers' natural predators, which are birds. Unfortunately, they have been unable to keep up this year. Remember to add fertilizer as necessary per recommendations based on your soil analysis. You should have your soil tested every 3 years to see if there are any deficiencies in your soil. Please refer to taking a soil sample video for our steps on how to take a soil sample. Remember that our first frost date is usually in early November, over 90 days away. Because we have several months of good growing weather left, we can usually get in another round of crops before then. Remember to select varieties that grow well in our area and also have enough time to mature before any of the freezes hit. One warning in this respect though, while many plants can easily be covered to prevent frost damage from that first frost, watermelons cannot. Watermelons suffer freeze damage in temperatures as high as 36 degrees on a clear night. With your garden in maintain mode, you can start looking forward to the cooler weather coming up later this year. Now is a good time to start going through your seeds for your fall and winter gardens and get any replacements as necessary. Planning is key to maximizing your crop yields. Plants that can be harvested in August are basil, beans, cantaloupe, carrots, corn, cucumbers, eggplant, okra, peppers, squash, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, watermelon, and zucchini. Remember that all the scraps from the harvested plants can be put into the compost pile for next year's garden, as long as it is not diseased. Plants that can be planted in August are basil, beans, cantaloupe, carrots, corn, cucumbers, eggplant, okra, peppers, potatoes, squash, tomatoes, watermelon, and zucchini. These can go into the garden either as seeds or as transplants. Well, that is all for today. Thank you for watching this video. If you've learned something, please like the video. If you have found our videos helpful, please subscribe and hit the notification bell to be alerted when new videos come out. We will be putting out a new What to Do in Your Vegetable Garden Next Month video every month, roughly during the last week of the month. Thank you all for watching, and as always, keep gardening.